All right, we're talking about channel messages again here. I think this one, in this particular case, we're going to talk about messages you don't like. It happens. It happens a lot. So I think the most important thing we need to be talking about today is no message is wrong. And I just got done with another channel on this, but there's no wrong message. But now, let's talk about self-autonomy. Okay, I'm not going to talk about sending messages, and I'm going to talk about receiving them. Okay, they're gifts. Okay, whether you've asked for them or not, they're gifts. Now, the real question is, how much of it are you going to take in? Depending on how aware you are, you have different strategies. Okay, one is just to get hit in the face by it and not be mindful about it. The next one is to block. Okay, or one, we're kind of giving, we're not aware, and bam, we've been hit by this thing. We go, what is this? And you know, that early on, by the way, happens a lot, right? It produces all this trauma or crisis because we're literally falling or stumbling, you know, in a spiritual psychedelic sense. We're like, I have no idea what's going on, you know. And so in those cases, if you're early on, take a break. Just take a break, you know, sit down, get that butt on the ground, you know, go find a tree, go close your eyes, take a deep breath and really ask yourself what happened. So I'm trying to give you some coping skills here. Some things I wish I really had back then, going, wow. And you may not have an answer right away, guys, and it's okay. It really is, okay. It'll be something for you to write down in your journal and start to go back and contemplate on what that actually meant. Okay. The next piece here, like I just said, is you're blocking. Like, no. That's equally okay. And usually that is, again, that early phase. Now you're aware, but you do get the autonomy to choose when you accept or not accept a message, whether you read it or you don't. I mean, you could be so, like with some of my people in my life, they're like, yeah, I have some boundaries and I really don't want these things. You know, and yet channels still come. And so I'll record them and I'll ask, you know, do you want these? Okay, and then I give them the option of receiving them. But let's say that they don't. I mean, not everybody is hit that point where the universe has said, hey man, let's set some protocols. So people will send you stuff, right? Especially if the more and more we're in this connected universe. So now the onus is on you to have those boundaries and to say, no, I don't accept this. That doesn't mean you have to lash out at the other person. You might need to help them with their growth. That's fine. Do it consciously, do it compassionately, you know, and congratulations to you to setting boundaries and determining your autonomy. Some of us have trouble with that. Some of us do not. But now let's look internally. Even if you read this, you can sit there and go and be very triggered about that. Or you can say, that's not mine. Have that internal self-discipline to say, or maybe not now. I'm not ready for this right now. You know, go put it in a journal, save it in your cell thing and come back to it later when you are in a better mindset. Okay. You know, because we do want to be gentle with ourselves, right? We do. And that's okay. And having that awareness of when it's appropriate for you to take it in or not. God, that's such a blessing. Congratulations to you for doing that. Okay? Good for you. All right. And then there's the last one. The last one is to let it flow. You know, in this state, and there might be others I just don't know about yet, but in this state, you know, you are celebrating the experience. You still have the other pieces of this, of whether you choose to ground or block. You can still do that, right? You can pick that apart at the time of your own choosing. But if you choose to let it flow through and experience it, it's kind of like letting it unfold over time within you. and to ask yourself those questions and let your ego mind do some work for you, some real work, not the fearness. Ask it to think about it, okay? And then let your heart feel into it when the answers start to come up. Because when you join these two together, whoo, whoo, it is awesome. Yeah, so give it something to do. Give it something to do. Ask it. It's like, self, what does this mean? It's like, or self, why are you so upset? Why are you so upset? Maybe go back into your childhood and go, what is this? Why is this hitting me with this? What are the correlations? Because most likely that it's something from your childhood. And I'll do another, I will do another one on a little bit of childhood and why you're triggered even with the best childhood you could think of. But again, tie that together. Give your mind something to tear apart, and then let your heart feel into the authenticity of it. Be in awe of the wonder of what's going to come back. Because your ego is not a bad thing, but you got to use it as the tool that it is. Yeah. Make it your ally. So when that comes in again, let it flow through you. Pick the things that actually serve you at the moment. Write it down. Because there's more in there. You'll come back again and kind of pick at it. It's going to be circular. It's going to keep on coming through and be a little different every time. Okay? And choose to accept your emotional and energetic response. You can just be awash and let it go. Or you can have domain and authority over it and go, let's transmute this. Let's make this mine. Thank you for the gift. Thank you. I will make this mine, and I will be co-creators in you. And thank you for showing me facets of myself that I could not see by myself. Because the biggest thing you need to understand here is we're all in this together. You get the right to have self-autonomy. Absolutely. That's why we're here in this dense energy, so we can hear our higher selves in communion. But at the same time, realizing we are in communion and we're being sent in and out of each other. We're never alone. We're never alone. And that's a good thing, right? We're never alone. So when you know you're not alone and you're isolating, what is that really? That is a stagnation of your growth. That's you blocking. And maybe processing and all that. It's not wrong, folks, but it's you processing. Okay? But then open again when you're ready and bring everything in. Okay? Because there's nothing you can't handle. You're still here. And even when you're not here, you're still here. So I invite you just to celebrate the miracle that you are, and fully embrace what's given to you in the experience and the wonder and the awe that it really is. Because you are a wonder and you are an awe for sure. All right, I will talk with you guys in the next video.